Welcome back to the farm, guys. And well, it's been a long winter. Everything is kind of the same, but there are a couple of changes that I made over the winter. As you can hear the rooster crowing, that probably lets you know that yeah, I got some chickens. I started out, I think, with 250, and over the winter, it might have been a little bit more than 250, but it was 260, 250, somewhere around that area. And as you can see, over the winter, with one rooster, I've almost got 350 chickens now, and they are producing eggs pretty quickly. As you can see, I do have a large sheep pasture. I have no sheep in it yet. Um, but yeah, it's been pretty productive over the winter. Been working, on the chickens and getting them established and getting them going. And I was really surprised at how easy chickens are. Basically give them a place and give them some wheat or I think barley and just clean up after them on occasion. And yeah, they're pretty good. They're producing. So yeah, I mean, I if you're new to the game and you haven't done any types of animals or anything, chickens are a great way to start because they're easy, they're low maintenance, um, and they're just great little producers. You have to feed them, and that's it. I mean, you do have to take their eggs to the store, but other than that, I mean, um, yeah, it's pretty easy to take care of them. And oh yeah, I with the chickens, I decided I needed some sort of vehicle, uh, you know, to um, to essentially transport the eggs, and I didn't want to buy another truck. So and some of you may have gotten a glance at it there through the window. But I did make a purchase, and we'll go over here. And it's at the very last bay. You guys ready to see this? Look at it's a side by side. It's very simple. Um, I do have the attacher on the back, so I can do some things with it. Um, but it's great for what I'm using it for, which is basically I just come grab the eggs and load them on, take them to the store, and yeah, that's really all I've been using it for. It does well for that. Uh, so with that, I mean, can't really complain too much. It was much cheaper than a truck would have been. Um, and it's doing the work of a truck. I mean, what I would use the truck for at this point. Well, if this was real life, those eggs would have been destroyed. But nonetheless, this is a farming simulator, so we don't have to worry about that. As you can see, you can strap it in. And what I like is this specific. Um, eh, I guess you would say it's a side by side or UTV. You've got points on the front, the hood, points on the top, and then points on the back. Um, to where you can strap things. So it's got a lot of points to where you can strap things down, and for light stuff such as this, I mean, it works really well. I've had no issues. The only real issue I had, and I don't know if it was due to this or just what was going on, you'll probably see when we get up here to unload the eggs. But when I took the eggs to the store yesterday, um, I don't know what happened. They just so there were two boxes that would not sell. I just could not get them to sell. So I just kind of just left them there, as you can see. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but they just they would not sell. So yeah, that's that. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I don't even know if I walk up and pick them up now. Yeah, they won't sell. I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah, it's just kind of, you know, really stupid that it did that, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Some things just happen like that, with games. So, don't know what's going on there, but anyway. Oh, and I did buy the spot of land that was just beside of me, the spot that I was going to use for animals. Um, I haven't, I haven't put any animals on it yet. I've just basically the two that I've put. Um, it's been on the piece of property that I had, so I just put it in that back corner. So uh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that other one yet. Um, I may do more chickens, guys. In all honesty, well, look at that. That was that was great. That was well, we've already got some more eggs. Let's see what we've got here. We're at 349 now for the chickens. We got 6 eggs. So yeah, I mean, chickens are. I mean, they're really really easy to get going, and once you get them going, they just keep going. So yeah, we'll go up here and we'll look at this now. One thing I did not like about this, and it does this to me all the time, is look at this. When you're bringing a tractor up here, that's going to be very difficult to navigate. Um, but a couple things that I need to get before I buy sheep, um, or at least a couple of things that I want to get before I get sheep. Um, and this is probably the most important, I think. Some sort of container for water. Now, I could get this one. It holds 7,300 liters. Um, or I could get something like this that holds 32,000, or this one holds 8,000. Now this one does require a semi to transport, so I don't want to do that one just yet, simply because of that reason. This one doesn't really hold but 700 more liters than this, and for the price difference, I know that this one can transport milk as well, but as of right now, I don't have cows, so that is going to be a useless benefit to me. So I'm just going to go with this guy. It's relatively inexpensive at $9,500, and it's going to basically do everything that I need it to do. So I'll go ahead and get that. And well, I mean, in all honesty, if we're going to do sheep, we need grass of some sort. So, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up buying a lawnmower, and I'm not going to get anything crazy. In fact, this one right here is the one that I like most, simply because you can use it in tandem with a wagon like this, and it works really, really well together. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time before I do that, because I don't quite have enough just yet. And with it being early spring, I mean, honestly, guys, there is one thing that we need to do, and we need to get our fields going. Um, we need to get our fields going pretty quickly. As you can see, right now, I have oilseed planted, and that's just simply because that's free fertilizer, or it's cheaper fertilizer, I should say. So we need to get that plowed up, and get that field ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in my side-by-side here, and I'm going to go down to my tractor, and then we'll run over to the shed. We'll get everything ready, and we'll get to going. Because I mean, with chickens, they're good. I mean, I could probably no, they look pretty clean, so we're okay there. Um, so let me go on over here, and I guess I'll go ahead and just park this. I'll just go ahead and park it right here for now, and just out of the way. And then I'll go over here, and I'll disconnect this stuff that I've got on it. Now, it's the moment of truth for me, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I have never did oilseed radish in this game, nor have I done it in real life. But I'm just saying on this game, I've not done oilseed radish, so I don't know what the best course of action is. I probably should have Googled that, but it is what it is. We'll figure this out together. But what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and open this up. And I really need to get me another tractor because this guy, I don't know how well it's going to do with those narrow tires. Especially when we start plowing. But I don't think I'm going to go straight in to do this. I'm going to actually, I'll be using this in a little bit. So I'm going to pull this over here. And what I'm going to do, guys, just because I don't know how it's going to do, and I don't want, I don't want it to slow the progress. So I'm going to hop back over here, go in here and put my wide tires on. And that's just so, we don't have to, worry about it. We'll just put standard tires back on because it's no cost. And, that way we have optimum grip when we're doing this. And we don't have to worry about it spinning because, that could be a thing in this game. I know it does look like it's spinning at times, and you do slow down quite a bit at times with that. So we're just going to go with this, and but yeah, I mean it's been a pretty productive winter, guys. I mean, really. I thought about bringing you in, letting you see some of the things, and then I was like, I'll just hold off till spring, and let them see everything anew, when everything's ready to go. And I don't use this on the back ever, but I did find one thing out about this, guys, and I will show you. It does make using this specific one a little bit easier. And you can hook it up this way. The thing about this, when you do it in, from this direction, it still, it still breaks up the ground as it should. But the good thing about it is because it's not putting, there's not all that hold back that you get from it from the other way. I mean, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So see, I mean, look at that. It just does really well. You can just go through here. And it does its job, but it doesn't impede the tractor's mobility at all. And I really like that. So, that is something to keep in mind. If you do have this one, it's the, I think it's the Lizard Subsoiler 6M, which is for 6 meters, I assume. But yeah, you can do it this way, and it's much easier, to actually do, because it just doesn't hold you back like it does the other way. And I'll show you what I mean here. So we'll go ahead and we'll take it off here, and then we'll go back around. that trailer. I'm gonna start parking the trailer on the other side, simply so it doesn't. I could get it closer to that, um, closer to the actual shed, but I didn't. So here we are. This is the way it is. Um, so yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll just try to line it up as best as we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I try to get it as best as possible. We'll lower it down, and now look. Was doing 10 mile an hour before, now I'm struggling to get 3. So yeah, it's there's definitely there's definitely a difference. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're using this. Um, that there it does work better the other way. And what I'm gonna do just to save some time is I'm just gonna because you could use it on either side of the tractor and it's the same um, regardless. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just uh, attach it back here. Yeah, as you see, it's the Lizard Subsolar 6M. It's a it's a really good plow. In all honesty, it does really well, especially when you're making new plots, new fields. It does really well, and that little feature there is just an added bonus that I found out. And it was just I don't even remember how I did it. It just kind of one day I put it on the wrong way around and I noticed it, and I was just thinking about it just now, so I wanted to bring that up and show you guys. So if you do have this downloaded and you use it, just know if you turn it around, it's much easier to work with. So yeah, so we've about got this one done. So it's just we got no snow over the winter. Actually, no precipitation at all. It was pretty dry. So yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to a little bit of snow, but we didn't get any. Um, so yeah, I mean, in all honesty, the one map that I played seasons on that I got snow was Wilhelmina Forest. Well, I didn't mean to do that. And yeah, so I mean, you got quite a bit of snow on that map, and I'm just curious. I mean, and I don't know if but when I played that map, and it really reminded me of the Pacific Northwest. I don't know if that's the inspiration that they used for that specific map, but that's definitely what it reminds me of. And I did, well, I was looking through some mods earlier, and there was one called Switchback Mountain or something like that, I think. Anyway, it's a logging map, and it looks pretty fun. And I really want to just try to test my hand at logging, so I may actually try that just to see how it does. Um, because I don't know. I mean, I've not done a whole lot of logging. And as you saw in an earlier video, when I do try to do logging with the proper equipment, it goes horribly wrong. It just does. I mean, I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's just it does not go well. Um, so we're about done with this field, guys, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's feels good to be getting ready to put another crop down, and I don't know what I'm going to go with this time. I may just go with more wheat on at least one, and that's just for the chickens. But one thing I do want to do, and you know, I want to do um, I want to do a large field for just grass, because now that I have sheep, or that I'm going to be getting sheep, I really want to have that grass. for them. Because water, that's going to be easy to come by. Um, but we're going to need grass. And this is kind of where I wished I had a second tractor. Because if I had a second tractor, I could just go ahead and hire a worker to either do this or to seed the other one. And then that way the production would go much faster. I'd get this taken care of much more quickly. But in any event, we'll go ahead and we'll do this and just get this field done. This is the big field, so it'll take a bit longer. I'm just curious. I might actually, I don't know. I might plant some grass in this one. I might do. I don't know. Um, yeah, and I know I'm so indecisive with these things. It's just a game, man. Just do what you want to do. But it's at the end of the day. I mean, I want to play true to, as true to life as possible. Anyway, and I know I've done some things, and I just missed a huge row back there. I do not know how I did that, but there are some things that I did, that may make it a little less true to life. But I'm thinking, as far as the radio tower and stuff now, I think I'm going to go ahead and now that we've kind of got ourselves to where we want to be. I'm thinking I may just sell that off and get rid of that. Um, I don't know. I mean, it seems that we're going to be able to get through this and we're not going to have to start over. So that's a good thing. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might get rid of that. I might not. I mean, it's income that we can use for other things, and but that's just annoying though. That is just really annoying me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop down here. Now, one thing I did find, I think last summer, and I don't know if it works for the entire summer or not. But I'm gonna try it simply because I don't want to have to worry about are weeds going to pop up. So I'm going to do it this summer, and I'm going to basically put herbicide down once I plant, and once they sprout up, I'm going to put down herbicide. I know that putting that on the entire field as opposed to just spot treating it wherever they pop up at. I know it's going to be more costly doing an entire field, but with animals and things, it's going to be able to allow me to focus more on them, um, and make sure that everything, because the chickens, while they're easy, um, you know, when I start doing those plus the sheep, I want to be able to, really focus on them and not have to worry if I forget to check, um, to see if, there's weeds or whatever. Um, I don't have to worry about getting penalized for that. So, well, it is more expensive. I think, the fact that it may possibly do that, and it's going to be a test, guys, because I don't know. It just appeared that way after I did the field entirely. It just it felt like it prevented, um, that from happening. So, uh, you know, I'm going to try it and it's just to see, because worst things that could happen is it doesn't work. But that's how you find out things in a game when you don't really use Google to find out the things, or if you don't go on YouTube and watch videos on what needs to be done and things. Um, this is the best way of doing it, trial and error, effectively. So we'll see. I've got the whole big thing of the herbicide. It's actually at the shop. I need to go get that. I don't know if I really don't know if I can get it on that. that side by side. It may be a little bit too heavy for that. But I need to get that, and I'm going to need to get some sort of fuel point here. Um, Simply because my tractor is getting pretty low on fuel, um, and I'm going to need fuel at some point. So what I'm thinking I might do is I might end up just getting another, like an old, like maybe just a little smaller truck or something, um, and just using it, just what the cheapest one I can find. And I think the new truck that they actually gave us, I think it's 28,000. So I think it's the cheapest, and that's probably what I'll end up going with, simply because it's the cheapest, and it doesn't really cost a whole lot, and it's going to serve the purpose. Um, because I don't know, it's just the next big purchase that I want to do is some sort of a lawnmower, really, so I can get all this grass cut, and we can get started on sheep, because I'm wanting to just get that going, and get everything set up with that. So yeah, just really wanted to bring you guys in on the first day of spring so you could see everything, and just kind of see what's going on around the farm. But it's just one of those things that there were some things done, but I'm still not where I would like to be in terms of where I was hoping to be going into year two. I don't have my sheep started yet. I'm very close though, so that's not really a big thing for me because I'm right there. It's I just really need to get the something for feed, and I just need to essentially pick up the actual tank for the water, and we're in business. We just need to get some sheep. So I'm gonna need to get a mower. I know that, and I'm gonna need to get probably. I could get by without using a forestry wagon because um, I do have that milling machine, and that'll pick up the grass just as well. And I might just use that until I'm capable to actually get a foraging wagon, because it's so much easier if you can just pull that behind you and it picks up the clippings for you. Um, but when you're just getting things going with that, you may not have necessary tools and things, so you use what you got, and that's what we got, and that's which I don't even know if I can cut the grass just yet. In all honesty, because like I said, I mean, I'm just getting started. I've seriously um, not been playing this game very long. Um, and the majority of the time that I've been playing this game, you guys have witnessed it. So you've seen me find some new things out, and try some things for the first time. Um, Watched me, turn over forestry equipment, because I was trying to cut down trees that was just way too large for the you know. And one thing I do hope with Farming Simulator 22 is I hope if they do anything like the FDR forestry equipment, I really hope we can get that in on the consoles. Simply because it just looks like that equipment is so much better than what we have. It may not actually be. It could just be that the operators that are using it are much more skilled than me. But from what I've seen, I mean, it just looks like it's better. Um, and it, it just to me, I would like to at least have the opportunity to try it out. To see how it does. Um, but we work with what we got, right? So that's the theme of today's video. We're going to work with what we got. And well, just because that's just weird. Okay, so we got that, and Just going to go up here and finish this out now. We got a couple more passes we'll need to make, it looks like, maybe 3. But we're almost there, guys. We're almost at the home stretch. And yeah, then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, in all honesty, I think I'm just going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to buy a second tractor. Because we're at the point now to where we're really going to need that second tractor. We're going to need it. Because, well, you know, we've got 2 fields going now. And we're about to expand and get more fields. Probably maybe a third and maybe even a fourth. I don't know. So it's to the point now to where we really need that second tractor. And it's not going to be a very expensive tractor. It's not going to be anything too big. But I think it's a Fiat Agri. I think that's going to be the one that we go, and I don't know why it keeps missing that. It's just right outside the hit point for it. That's farming simulator, I guess. But yeah, now we'll just have to come back and get that last little spot. There's just no way around it, guys. No way around it. So yeah, going to probably get a second tractor going. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I may just buy a little cheap one. I may just buy the little Fiat, or Fiat, ever how it's pronounced. Just because we really don't need anything too big, you know, and we just don't, you know, because we're not at that level yet to where we need a huge tractor. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here and out of the way because we use it once every season, so it just you know, it can just kind of be here out of the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and back up here. I'm going to attach this stuff. And I'm going to take it around to, I guess, this side of the shed and just kind of park it here. That way, I just realized we should be able to get the water tank here with the side by side. So let me come here and let me get this. I want to check something real quick too. So let's see if it's. So it looks like it did do that initial stage for us. So we got that. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to come around, and I know that this is the fertilizer that I was using in it before. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there. Because it doesn't go through fertilizer all that fast. So I'm going to get that there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to top the seeds off. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not close enough to it. Okay. So we top that off, and let's go ahead and grass, wheat, barley. Uh, let's see. We'll do wheat again, for the just for the chickens. Because I'm thinking we're going to get enough grass. I'm going to go ahead and line this up. And we'll get him going. And we'll just run down here, and the helpers get blocked so easily. It's like, how do they land a job? Because it's like any little thing that gets in their way, they're blocked. It's ridiculous, really. It really is. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop in this guy, and we're gonna get down to the shop, and we're gonna pick up our water. Um, yeah, I mean, this little guy right here, it's done really well. It's and I don't know how well it's gonna handle this water tank. It may struggle, and I may end up having to get the tractor and go back and get it. Um, but it may not. It may do all right. We'll just have to wait and see. I guess it's going to be interesting to see where it goes and how this goes. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get it turned around here. And let's see. Well, it's not really having any problems. I can still turn okay with it. And it's no issues with speed, so that's alright then. Yeah. Well, we're doing alright with it. So, yeah. We'll see how it does when we fill it with water, though, because, yeah, I mean, once we fill it with water, could be a totally different thing. That's going to be 7,300 liters. And, so yeah, it may not be able to handle that too well. We'll see, though. We will see. Plus, we got to go up that hill, so that may be interesting, actually. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Go ahead and just get that filled up. And while we're at it, we're giving our vehicle a nice little bath. Well, that just looked weird. Yeah, so we're almost there. Let's go ahead and... Well, it's definitely heavier, and it seems that it's being a little bit more sluggish than it was, but it's doing all right. It's a good little versatile tool, and as I said in an earlier episode, well, I take that back. It doesn't turn very well now. So we'll go ahead and fill this up with water. Well, that went badly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up here and just turn it around. And just kind of set it here. That way it's there. And then, well, just set it there, I guess. So let's go down here and see if the chickens have laid us any more eggs. There's one crate there. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Looks like we got 76 eggs, so there's a few there, but not going to get them just yet. Not going to pick them up just yet. Let's guys still in the field, working okay. So yeah, gonna let him finish that up, guys, and going to go ahead and just finish this episode up as well. When you come back, you'll probably notice that we have some sheep ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some grass, and I want to figure out first. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for cutting grass because like I said, we've got one tractor, and I'm gonna have to figure that out. You know what? Let's see. We've got this guy, but don't really want to go with that one because that doesn't have a front attacher. Neither does this one. This is the cheapest one of this. But let's go. I think this one might be. So we can get this one in our budget. It's a pretty decent tractor, and it'll be good for just use around the farm. This is actually my favorite tractor. Really, the only reason why I did not get this one is simply because, well, you could not get the thin tires. And that's really the reason why I did not get that. So, and let's see, there's one thing on here that I want to get. There we go. So now we've got a front linkage. We've got, we'll get the front loader for it as well. And this guy will just be our little workhorse around the farm. It'll be the one that we use to plow with and to work with it because it does have more power. So it's it's definitely going to be the better of the two tractors for doing the heavy duty work. At least until we can actually get something that is truly a heavy duty tractor. So, what we'll probably have to do this, we'll have to. I could lease it, I guess. And I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just go ahead and lease this, and just get the grass cut, and then once I get the grass cut, I'll just go along and pick it up with the milling machine. But yeah, I mean that's going to pretty much do it here, guys. I'm gonna get this grass cut, and I will see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, just leave a like, and if you haven't done so already, I would greatly appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. And let me know, guys, in the comments below what map you'd like to see me play next, or what other games you may want to see me play, or if there's certain games that you may want to go multiplayer on or something like that. Just let me know in the comments below. But have a great day.